Go for it.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Joe Code Podcast. This is Joe Marrese. I am the host of Joe Code. This is episode 141. This is the podcast about food, beer, and men. That's what the podcast is about. As my guest here today was wondering, we have another guest here at the new studio, here at All Things Comedy Studio, the new studio that some people have made some comments on YouTube that, I don't know, we're not sure, blah blah blah. Just remember, guys, this is a professional podcast in a professional studio. They know what they're doing. They've got the cameras, they've got the lights. Okay, they know how to do this. This is show business. This is Los Angeles, California. Okay, they know what they're doing. Trust the process. Okay. So my guest today, great guy, funny guy, a guy that we've talked about. He doesn't even know this, but we've talked about quite a few times on this podcast.
It's news to me.
Don't say anything until I introduce you. I'm getting sick of people doing that.
Sorry. You looked at me like...
Oh. It has to stop.
I'm sorry.
Well, I want to put you... sorry. But anyways, we've talked about this guy a lot and what he brings to the Comedy Store in more ways than one. He's a paid regular at the Comedy Store. He, you could hear him on the Charles Bronson musical. He is a part of that. And, great guy, been a good friend. And he's one of the guys that makes the Comedy Store a, like a special place, I would say. You know, there's a lot of nitwits over there, but this guy is one of the guys that makes it fun to go to. So it's a pleasure to have him on today. We've talked about him before, and now here he is. Welcome to Joe Code, everyone. Mike Black.
Man, I am just...
Mike Black.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I am just honored to be here. I'm so excited that you brought me here for the 4th of July episode. I'm feeling very patriotic. I'm very excited.
Yeah, why are you so patriotic today? It's leap year. It's leap day. Today
but this is going out on the 4th of July.
Yeah, you wish. Yeah, I don't book out 3 months in advance or whatever you call it. No, I like your look,
well, okay,
Captain America.
Now I look like an idiot. I was told... For 3 months, the guy's been emailing me saying, "Are you ready for the 4th of July episode?" I'm $3,000 in the hole. This jacket was not cheap.
Well, yeah, I mean that looks expensive.
The guy, he's bringing fireworks for right afterwards.
Well, we could still do the fireworks.
There's a bunch of guys. I don't know how I'm going to break it to those guys in the apple pie eating contest outside. It's not going on air.
Well, we can't. Don't make us hungry over here.
So stupid. I should have.
Hey, don't worry,
that was your
Mike.
manager.
You look good. Yeah, I mean, I got to talk to my people. I
don't know what
they've been dropping the ball.
He was real adamant about it. He was like, there's going to be fireworks. There's going to be a ribbon cutting afterwards. I guess the big dinner at Taco Bell is off too.
No, that we can.
Okay.
We can do that. Hey, I like the Get Up Dolly.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, you're all...
I wanted the most patriotic thing I could wear under this.
That.
So I got this at Walmart, $8.
Yeah, Walmart has...
Dolly t-shirt that fits a guy like me.
They have good bargains.
Saying something.
Yeah. You are Mike Black.
I am.
Yeah.
Still.
Do you have any relation to any of the other Blacks? Like so I was in the stage production years ago. I don't know if you know this. I'm an actor.
I've been told.
I was in Tony and Tina's wedding back in Chicago in 2007 to 2008. I was in that play, and the guy that owned the Coliseum where Tony and Tina got married, his name was Vinny Black. Any relation?
No, I've never met Vinny.
You're not related to a fictional.
I thought at one point
character.
It might be fun to do like a graph of my fame compared to all the other guys named Black.
What about Jack Black?
No.
Lewis Black?
Jack Black, I love.
Yeah.
But
Big Black?
Big Black, no. Is that a guy?
Yeah.
But no. Jack Black had a movie come out on my birthday.
Oh man!
And the billboard.
Saving Silverman?
No, wait. It was School of Rock.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
And the billboard said, "Mr. Black, accept no substitutes." And I was like, "Look, I love him and everything, but on my birthday, God, you have to put that out. Let's calm down."
I mean,
but yeah, so
you can play his brother in a movie.
I've sent letters.
Or you could, I mean, you'd be like a good bus driver in a movie, I feel like.
You and my agent are on the exact same page.
Yes.
I would make a great bus driver. that's pretty much all he sends me out for. He's like,
I mean, is there a lot of bus driver roles these days?
He's like, we're still waiting on. We hear Speed 3 is in development.
Yeah,
you've got a shot still.
Was there a 2?
Don't leave town. There was a 2.
There was not.
There was absolutely a Speed 2. It took place on a boat.
Speed 2, Cruise Control.
Speed 2, Cruise Control, starring Willem Dafoe as the bad guy. Keanu Reeves wouldn't
Jason
even do
Patrick.
it.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way Keanu would do that.
It was Jason Patrick instead. And
wait, which guy's
the
Jason
tagline,
Patrick?
Star of the Lost Boys.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
The main guy, Michael, in the Lost Boys.
I mean, these guys with the 2 first names.
Right. Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's enough of that already.
Yeah.
With Patrick with no K.
Oh, is it?
I believe so, yeah.
I thought it was with a K. That's bizarre. But, if you're friends with Kiefer Sutherland, you can do whatever you want. And the tagline for Speed 2 was, when rush hour hits the water.
Oh, come on.
It was a real movie.
What the heck? I don't know. What does that even mean? Like Rush Hour the movie or Rush Hour the scenario in life?
I guess.
Like the traffic.
I guess they just wanted to use that first title somehow, but Rush Hour applying to the water just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
No.
Okay, so Mike, we have to talk about what you do for the this is a, as you heard I
you were
say,
gonna say what you do for the county, and I was like, I don't.
Yeah, you're doing
anything.
a great job for LA County. Thanks, keep it up. So as I said, this podcast is about food.
Sure.
You know about food.
I do.
No offense.
No, I've eaten food.
Yeah. Beer. Do you know anything about that? Do you drink?
Not as much. I committed to Guinness pretty early in life.
Yeah, Guinness is solid.
And that's it. Like I've done microbrews. I've been to places where they don't have Guinness, and they're like, "Well, we have a thing that's like Guinness." No, you don't.
Guinness is not as it has the looks of like, oh man, this is gonna be rough. Like it looks heavy. It's not at all.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
it's like it has to be super super cold.
Yeah.
But when it is, I just inhale it.
It's delicious.
I love it so
it's
much.
Great beer. And men, you know about men?
I a little.
Well, you are a man.
Technically, I'm trying. I'm trying my best.
You don't have hair like me, which is cool.
Yeah, it is pretty boss.
Yeah, but yours is all like bald up there. Like mine, I have like little stuff, but yours.
Yeah, mine went. I fully committed up top.
Is there anything growing here? Why is it all? Where did all? It's not even anything.
No, there's nothing.
I mean, you got the full.
That's what happens eventually.
Sorry.
Over time, it's not. I'm not. I was very upset about it a long time ago, but now
I always talk about it with me. I feel like this is my look. I like this.
Yeah, I feel like if I had I saw a guy. No, I hope he's not listening. I would feel terrible.
He listens.
He definitely listens.
Who is it?
I don't know his name, but I saw a guy with wrinkly head, Have you ever the bald guy that should not be bald under
in the
any
back,
circumstance?
There's like a roll.
It's just a big scrotum, basically,
gross,
and it's like I was like, it's that whole, I felt bad because I had no shoes, and then I saw the guy with no legs. That's how I felt about that guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that guy really shouldn't be bald.
And the other thing, it's like, as a guy, you get older, you're like, what else could I really do with my hair? Except lose it. It's got to go.
Yeah, it's getting boring.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
I've had enough.
I'll tell you a thing that I'm jealous of just about every man. I cannot grow sideburns for the life of me.
Oh, right. I was able to grow sideburns when I was like 12.
Lucky bastard. I can't even tell. Like, I get one that kind of comes in pretty good on this side, and then this side looks like I have sideburn cancer.
Yeah, when I was growing up, we all hit puberty around the people my age, around the late 90s. Going into the early 2000s, I was born in 84.
That was a good time to hit puberty.
Yeah, so there was, it was cool to grow sideburns. Mm-hmm. That was the thing.
There was like a very brief window where it wasn't cool to grow sideburns. And I'm like an 80s kid.
Well, I think it's also now. You don't see that anymore. Sideburns are out.
Sideburns would be bitching right now.
No, I don't want to see it.
Big, like Wolverine style, sideburns would be pretty cool. Especially if you're bald, I think. Have like big, badass mutton chops.
Yeah. Now, Mike, what you do for us at the Comedy Store, which I've talked about here because we talk a lot about food.
Sure.
You bring snacks every week.
Yeah.
Because usually you're closing out the original room every Friday night.
Closing out / opening for Don.
Oh, yeah.
Basically,
Don Barris goes on after you.
Yeah.
But you, so you bring we could call it boatloads of snacks.
Well, a carload at least.
Yeah.
Sure.
You stop at Ralph's, which for you people out there is
our local
popular supermarket out here in Los Angeles. If you've seen The Big Lebowski, that's where the dude is at the beginning of the...
it becomes kind of a character in The Big Lebowski.
Of The Big Lebowski. Yeah, Ralph's is actually mentioned quite a bit, and he has the Ralph's card as like his only form of identification when he gets arrested in Malibu.
There's a lot of California stuff that gets featured in there. Like
that's what... it's a great LA
In-N-Out Burger
movie.
And formerly the Star Lanes, which was a great bowling alley.
Yeah, it looked like a cool bowling alley. Where was that at?
That was on, I believe it was on
in
Sunset.
Valley?
No, it was in Hollywood. It was either Sunset or Santa Monica. I forget which one.
Okay.
But it was just a really cool, old-fashioned, hadn't been renovated. And then they just went out of business eventually, even with that movie under them. And for a while there, they had bowling pins autographed by each of the actors from The Big Lebowski.
I want those.
A fun thing to see.
All right, so you pick up the snacks.
Yeah.
They call you Mikey Snacks.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Some people do. I think Renee started that probably.
I think so, yeah. Or actually, it may have been Jet Ski. I think she might have started it on accident, and then Renee picked it up.
Yeah, it's a good nickname.
Yeah, there are worse nicknames.
But anyways, the snacks are great. We'll talk about the good ones, but we also have to mention the bad ones, which is going to take me to This Sucks for this week, which is one of our segments.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So This Sucks for this week is anything flamin' hot. Okay, that's enough already with the flamin' hot. The novelty is up. Okay, it was cool. I feel like it was almost like a kind of a not maybe not necessarily a rite of passage, but it was like when you were a teenager, it was like a badass to eat like flaming hot Cheetos. I remember.
I wish that was all it took.
We grew up with. You probably remember these. You remember Hot Fries? I think it was Andy Camps. It was like, oh yeah, I'm cool. I'm eating hot stuff. I'm burning my mouth up. Okay, we're done with that now. It's bad. It tastes like shit.
You're burning somewhere else up too.
Yeah, eventually.
So Mike, I'm going to tell you right now, all snacks have to be approved by me from now on. No more flaming hot.
Oh no, that's half the business right there.
Forget it. Aaron, what do you think about that?
I 100% agree.
Yeah, it's enough, Mike.
There's Flamin' Hot Funyuns. Why?
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you bring that up because I forgot about those. Yeah, that is absurd that they made Flamin' Hot.
I will go on
Funyuns.
record that I have never brought Flamin' Hot Funyuns.
No, they've
to the
been
store.
there sitting there on that freezer.
Someone else brought those. That's not my doing.
How do you like your latte, by the way?
It's delicious.
Yeah, I mean these paper straws though.
Who are these from?
Mine's getting stabbed.
Are we allowed to mention who made them?
Yeah, Pace joint, great little Italian cafe. These paper straws, though, it's like, they talk about the turtles.
Which do you hate more?
What about
Flamin'
the humans?
Hot
Aren't we the
Funyuns?
really ones? Aren't we the ones that are really suffering?
Yeah, we're the ones buying them. Turtles haven't bought a single latte yet.
Yeah. No, regular Funyuns are great.
But
The Flamin' Hot is absurd.
if you had to choose between having paper straws the rest of your life, or I only bring Flamin' Hot Funyuns to the store, which would you choose?
The paper straw.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Flame. I mean, all the popcorns. Yeah.
Okay.
Cookies. Okay.
Sure.
Any pretzels. Good. Doritos. We got to be careful with. I mean,
use caution with the Doritos.
I mean, I was looking online. There's like almost 200 flavors of Doritos now.
You're telling me
Because they have like the loaded. They have all these little
late night tacos.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Some of these are too specific. Like, don't make me want to get the actual food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You're
there's
like,
one.
now I want late
there's
night
one that's
tacos.
actually like it's like late night tacos at midnight. Like they give the time.
Yeah, an exact
That's
time.
a real flavor.
Are you only supposed to eat it at midnight?
Late night tacos at midnight on Sunset Boulevard. And then in parentheses
Between
it says
3rd and La Brea.
yeah, and then it says, Joe, go get these. Go get the real thing. So
Yeah, they have some weird ones. They have. I knew it was getting real out of hand when they started doing Funyun flavored Ruffles. You now have a snack chip flavored like another snack chip.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
I could just get whatever the craziest flavors I can find.
Well, yeah,
at Ralph's.
you've brought on some incredible flavors. The hot mustard Dorito might be
that
the
thing
best
is
chip I've ever
legendary.
had.
They did a spicy ketchup and a hot mustard Dorito, and they were limited time things. And nobody gave a crap about the ketchup one at all.
Yeah, that's.
But that mustard one, I had to fight a guy for a bag of those when there was just like one bag left.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, this isn't for me; it's for the people. That's to me, that's the funnest part of the whole thing. Other than like supporting other comics and
it's nice of you
them and everything
that you do that.
But getting to go through the Ralph's line, and at my size, people just assume, oh, he's eating all of that tonight. And it's like, no, that's not what's happening.
I mean, some big people are not afraid of what they eat. Like I've seen a big person once at McDonald's with, they had a couple burgers or whatever, and then just 2 large fries.
Yeah.
Might as well get 2.
They're one. Yeah. It's like
2 for me, none for you.
2 value meals.
I'll live my life by the Twix. 2 fries. Yeah.
I always appreciate, as a fat guy.
No, you're not fat.
Well, come on. The fat guys that we are being televised. It's like if this was audio, you could get away with it.
The camera adds 200 pounds.
Sure. But like what I appreciate is the fat guy that has invented new food out of the food that's already there.
That's one of your roles as a fat guy.
Yeah, like he's taken
to keep us informed.
All the different things at McDonald's and made one sandwich out of it somehow. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I've seen people that do and actually, I feel like it might have been Jack. We mentioned Jack Black. I feel like I saw something on MTV years ago. I hope it was him. If not, it was another big man. It was like they took you take like maybe the Big Mac, put like a Filet-O-Fish patty in there.
Yeah.
Something else, maybe the chicken. I think you just combine all their
Well, I saw like live
proteins.
live in concert. I saw a guy at McDonald's take a Big Mac. He takes the second bun.
Concert?
Yeah, he takes the second bun out. Like, this bun is irrelevant to my needs. Puts a bunch of McNuggets in that area where that bun would be.
Yeah, can I sub the McNuggets for the middle bread?
Yeah, he dipping sauces, drizzles that on all of them, and then puts it all together and starts eating it. And I was like, you motherfucker. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen anyone do.
Yeah, that's glorious.
He just gave up completely.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you got to use your brain for something when you're...
I make a sandwich after Thanksgiving that I call the leftover dose, and it's basically fitting all the contents.
Wow, see, you do that. See, in our family, we call that the Uncle Larry special.
That's a great name for it.
Yeah, because my Uncle Larry, he was the first to do that. Yeah, we would take like a dinner roll, put the turkey on.
Yeah.
Gravy, stuffing, mustard.
Ooh,
is a nice touch.
That's interesting.
Yeah, see, you're welcome. And then maybe one other thing, maybe mashed potatoes or something.
I would add...
maybe even cranberries.
For mine, I was going to say the crowning touch is cranberries. People don't think it would be a good thing in there. It's great in there.
All right, well, I'm glad to hear you do that.
And I stole a thing from the show Friends. They had an episode where Ross had gotten a leftover sandwich that his mom had made, and she did a thing called the Moist Maker.
Okay.
Where it was done like a Big Mac, but she would take a middle like hamburger bun and do gravy on both sides of that.
Ooh.
And then put that in the middle, and it kept it all like not from drying out.
It makes everything moist.
Yeah, but Ross's was famously stolen from his work fridge.
Yes,
and
it was stolen.
Everyone thought he was insane.
Oh, it was a whole.
His reaction to
it was a whole to do on that show.
All right, I don't remember.
It's very
that
dramatic.
episode.
I don't watch that show. I've seen maybe 10 episodes.
Oh, really?
But that episode was fantastic.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I've probably seen most of Friends episodes, but I haven't watched it in years.
The only other one that really sticks out was they had Gary Oldman on there once, and I was like, oh, that guy's fucking great, even at comedy.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember that.
He was Dracula.
Yeah.
Right. In which one? The Bram Stoker's?
With the aforementioned Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, Anthony Hopkins.
Right.
Really good cast. Francis Ford Coppola directed that. He directed it to be functional as a silent movie, so you can watch that movie with the volume all the way down.
No, I don't want to do that.
And just put some music on, and it'll be just as good.
No, thanks.
It's
no,
better.
It's not.
You have that option.
It's better in Keanu's scenes because his accent.
It's much better.
I want to hear what people say.
But you don't have.
I wouldn't have liked the silent film era.
That's in general across.
Well, anybody could be in that. There's no acting. It's like, hey, anyone can do this.
I would argue you have to be a better actor.
No,
if you can't use your voice and you only have your face to communicate with.
Yeah, but what are you trying to even get across? Who even knows?
That's the challenge right there. That's why Lon Chaney was such a great silent actor.
I don't know who that is.
He played the Phantom of the Opera.
Nice name drop.
In the. I think it was 1925, somewhere around there.
Is that the first time Phantom of the Opera came out?
No, there was one even before that was like even more silent.
What does that even mean? I don't know how they came up with it. What is a phantom?
Like a ghost.
Yeah.
Like an evil, malicious ghost.
Okay.
In the opera. You're a showbiz guy. You've done theater.
Right.
Imagine if
not real theater. Tony Tina's Wedding was not acting.
But imagine if some guy in the cast had gotten his face burned off by acid and was like, screw these guys, and then every night came and sabotaged
that's why he wore the
Tony
mask.
and Tina's
So it was almost like Jason, but on stage.
It was arguably the first Jason was the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
You know, the set was haunted by him at Universal Studios. they had like the whole opera set up until about 10 years ago still there, and it went below ground to like these underwater caverns and stuff like that, and they would shoot on it, but there would always be reports of like weird stuff happening. Then the Universal fire happened. It took out all sorts of stuff. It took out that big King Kong ride that had the robotic King Kong.
Right.
Took out the Psycho House, but it went like, haunted Phantom stage. We're gonna leave that alone.
Wow. Wait, so that was based on a true situation?
Yes.
He got burned by...
No, it was based on an old novel.
Oh, okay.
In France. It might have happened in France. Who knows?
In France.
They don't keep real good records there.
That fire also took out the master tapes of Nirvana's Nevermind.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Tons of stuff.
It took it... Ironically, it didn't touch the haunted stage, and it didn't touch the backdraft ride.
Yeah.
Or attraction, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So the thing, so I was gonna say the snacks that bother me too are the ones that are the labels too many graphics, too much excitement going on, too many colors.
They had some Oreos that I passed on recently because they were like Tron themed.
What were they?
They were like lasers all over and stuff like that.
Were they regular Oreos or?
They may have been. I think they had like a blue colored stuffing.
Yeah, I don't want that
stuffing. I like the double stuff. Oh, and speaking of inventing a snack, I was at a friend's party and I thought I had created a new thing where I take the top off an Oreo, right? And you've just got the chocolate and the cream there.
So you got one side Oreo. One side off? Okay.
Then I took a Ritz cracker and put that to replace the top. So you've got chocolate, cream, Ritz cracker.
So like a sweet and savory thing?
Right.
I'm not.
I thought I'd invented an amazing new...
I've never heard anybody do that.
...revolution in snack. It was delicious. Then we Googled it so I could get my copyright lawyer involved.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Turns out some guy had already done not only that, but he'd added peanut butter in... next to the cream.
It's a good choice.
So it's even
good call. Yeah,
is even better. It's like when you see a professional athlete do a thing. That you thought you're like, oh, I'm amazing at this, and then you see someone who's really at the top of their game.
Wow, that's good. I mean, people. I've never heard of that. I wouldn't. No, I would. I would not do that.
It was delicious. And mine was minus peanut butter, and it was still delicious. I can't even imagine how over the moon that guy was.
Yeah.
When he concocted that.
Yeah, good for him. So yeah, I'm. Do you do any
What is
acting?
your least favorite snack food? Like of all of them, if you had to pick one that you're like, ugh.
Yeah, that's a good question. I really didn't like those. Like any chip, I feel like I could eat multiple of.
Sure.
But one chip you brought one time, nice going, was it was a Dorito. It was like pineapple jalapeno or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it was gross.
I don't even remember that one. There's one.
Yeah, you're not even looking at what you're buying, Mike.
I try.
Put some thought into it.
I try my best. There one that I really didn't like, and I like spicy food a lot.
You do?
Yeah, like a ridiculous amount. But they had Tapatio Doritos, and those were just gross.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't ever see, like, we go to...
I don't like Tapatio.
You're part of the Mel's crew. We go out to eat late at night. I talked about Mel's a lot. I don't ever see you getting spicy food.
But I'll put Tabasco on everything.
Okay. You're a little picky with the ordering at these diners, I feel
think
like.
So?
I mean, just keep it simple. Tell them how to cook it. Don't be so specific. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't.
All right,
they
know why we're there. No one else is open. You think we're just going to these diners at 7 p.m.?
What is a picky move that I do?
I don't know. You're like, cook the bacon until you can't cook it anymore or whatever.
Yeah, because bacon is gross.
I mean, what do you want me to sit
way?
there for a half hour behind the stove?
Whatever it takes. It shouldn't. You could. I don't care if it's in the microwave, however you want to do it, but I want it crispy.
Well, whoever didn't want bacon crispy, like growing up, my mom never. Like we didn't. She just made it always so crispy. It was never.
That's what it should be.
It was never with the white bubbles when it looks like.
But if
when
you
you
ever
burn
get
your
it at
finger on the
Mel's,
stove.
At Mel's, it's chewing gum. It's pig flavored chewing gum.
Yeah, well, they're idiots.
You know, so I try and tell them, like, please make it crispy, and they don't. They never do. You're right. It's pointless. I shouldn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like I feel like you have an issue a lot of the times.
Because otherwise, we're eating Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
You know, it's just floppy ham. If that's if you're not going to cook it.
Canadian bacon's interesting. I don't know how
they do it.
Well, I don't know how McDonald's came up with that for the Egg McMuffin.
I guess
sausage Egg McMuffin is so much better.
It is.
Those sausage patties that I don't eat anymore because I'm a vegetarian. But
are you really?
You haven't heard that?
You may have told me.
I haven't eaten meat in like a month.
How is that going?
Pretty good. Feel good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't eat.
No, if you say so.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, food is one of my joys in life." It doesn't need to be a joy. I'm just trying to be fueled.
It doesn't need to be a joy.
All right, let's talk about Joe Code for this week. And the Joe Code for this week, this is another segment we do. Joe Code is don't snack too much. Snack lightly. Snack in moderation, or your metabolism will slow down. Okay? Don't just eat Doritos and all these chips and Funyuns. All right? Snack lightly. Don't go crazy with it, or you'll be sorry. Thanks, Mike. Hey, Mike, you got me a nice. You got me that gift for my birthday. You got me that little Slimer figurine.
Oh yeah, from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I cuddle with that when I go to sleep.
I figure you're a Chicago guy.
Yeah,
you'd probably dig.
Yeah, it's got 9 hot dogs in his mouth.
You counted?
Talk about a snacker.
Yeah. Do you wish you could do that? 9 hot dogs in your mouth, or
not all at once.
You probably could, I bet.
I mean, I think anyone could fit 9 hot dogs in their mouth, but it's eating them that's the real prize. You can't anymore, obviously.
No.
You have to live vicariously through the Slimer that I gave you. I don't really like hot dogs all that much. I like, again, I'm very picky. I like Nathan's hot dogs on a grill.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Well, have you ever had like a Vienna beef hot dog, like Chicago?
Yeah, those are okay.
No.
They're okay.
Those are the best ones.
The best?
Yeah.
I don't think they're better than Nathan's. Have you tried a Nathan's?
Yeah, I've had Nathan's. It's fine.
Vienna beef are your favorite. What do you get on them?
Everything.
Like Chicago style, though.
Yeah.
Everything but ketchup, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I've done ketchup. Sometimes I've just done like mustard and onion, but everything's good. I would like to go to Chicago and do one of those like full on. Yeah.
At that place that does like a whole meal.
I don't like people that do it plain. It's like, okay.
I don't want plain is gross.
Yeah, it is.
I remember. This would have worked on me. A friend of mine went to fat camp, and he was like,
"Is that a real thing?"
Yeah, they're real.
Well, what do they do there?
Torture fat kids until they stop being fat.
Heavyweights
kids.
Was a documentary.
Kinda, but like they would say, "Hey, we're having hot dogs for breakfast," and all the fat kids' hearts would start glowing, and they're all excited and everything.
Oh my God.
And they're like, "Yeah, it's at the top of that hill.
Oh yeah,
go get your breakfast at the top of that hill." And they're like, "Oh no!" And then they get up there, and it's just a hot dog, like no bun. No ketchup, no mustard, none of that.
Wow.
And they're like, "You're just eating this for the protein, and that's it." And they were all just miserable.
Fat camp.
By the way, Joe,
we didn't have those in my hometown.
I had a Chicago dog recently.
Yeah.
Granted, at Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay.
But it was what was available.
Yeah.
Sport peppers. I always assumed a sport pepper was like a green pepper. or red pepper?
Well, it's like
a
it's almost
jalapeno.
like neon green looking.
Yeah.
Or neon
Spicy
yellow.
as shit.
Yeah, they're hot.
Wait, that's like a pepperoncini, right?
Kind of. It looks like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a similar flavor
They're
to a pepperoncini, but maybe a little hotter.
2 to 5 times hotter than jalapenos, apparently.
Ooh.
And I immediately spit that out and drank my beverage and got them off the bill.
Yeah, I guess sport peppers are pretty hot.
I wonder if are those the ones they have at In-N-Out? They have some sort of peppers there.
Yeah, those are very similar.
I like those. Those are good.
Yeah, those are hot too. Yeah, I would say it's about that hot level.
Yeah. Like I haven't put one on a burger, but I'll eat one and then have the burger as like a chaser.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good.
Well, yeah, places that like, there's a place I used to go to called Zanku Chicken. They would give you those little peppers on the side. I wouldn't put them on. I would eat it, and then because it'd be so hot, and then I'd bite the.
Yeah, their chicken is great.
Yeah, it's a good place.
I really like that place. Yeah, has Hart ever taken you over to Crispy Pork Gang?
Yeah, I've been to those Thai town spots. Those are good.
Those are a lot of fun. They're a little lacking in the spicy department. Like they have,
I mean, you could spice it
all
up.
sorts of like little oils and peppers and sauces and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're all kind of mid, not that great. The food is good.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. One of your, I like that joke of yours when you're talking about when you grow up, you were always a bigger guy.
Sure.
For Halloween, when it's Halloween.
Oh yeah.
You're always
you're fat, whatever
it is you're
you dressed as. Yeah. Fat Dracula,
so
fat
funny,
Captain America, all that stuff. And the audience really does. Half of them will act like they don't know what I'm talking about. They're like, "Oh, I've never heard of such a thing," and they've all done it. Everyone has gone fat Captain America.
Yeah. Yeah.
People take your picture without asking.
Yeah.
Like, there goes Fat Beetlejuice. I want
God, yeah. That's mean and
mean and fun.
Children are honestly cruel.
Oh yeah. Fat kids got their bags of candy stolen more often than anyone.
Really?
Because people assumed they were motivated to get more candy, and so their bags would be fuller.
Yeah.
And also, they're not going to put up as much of a fight because they're fat.
I guess. That's mean, though.
Yeah. It was rough in Colorado because whatever...
Oh, is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Where? Denver area?
Aurora.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Have you heard
it's
of
never good news, but yeah, you've heard of it.
Yeah, Aurora, Illinois. That's where Wayne and Garth are from.
Yeah.
From Wayne's World.
But yeah, when I would... whatever costume you wore, because it was probably the same in Chicago, where like... whatever you wore, you had to wear an overcoat over it.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the
It'd
winter
always
and
be
everything.
cold, right.
And it just ruined the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. So, yeah, Mike, you're one of the best people that comes by the Comedy Store. There's a lot of idiots there.
A lot of knuckleheads.
Yeah, most recently, I didn't realize he was there, but he was in a group of people that I kicked out for being too loud in the stairwell, and that was Jason Sudeikis.
Oh, really?
Of Ted Lasso and SNL fame. Yeah, I told them to get out.
Kicked out Ted Lasso. Was it?
I didn't see him. No, it was like a group of people on the stairs going into the original, talking all loud. I said, guys, gotta go. And it was like, oh, that was Jason Sudeikis. I don't care who we are.
He's just as loud as anyone else.
I even said that in the back hallway the other night. It was like managers, whoever. I'm like, I don't care who you are. Get out. It's loud. And I've been telling people lately, I've been saying, hit the road, Jack. I don't know why.
Did you make that up?
No. Wait, yeah, that's mine. No, but I've never even said that to people, and I've said it a couple times, and it got some laughs, so I'm going to keep using it.
Yeah, I would stick with that. That's a good catchphrase.
Hit the road, Jack.
But yeah, it used to be.
It works.
It's getting as bad as it used to be, where it was like performing on a pirate ship for a long time, where it was
what does
just
that mean?
Like there was just so much chaos going on when you perform in the OR that you're competing against stuff you just shouldn't have to compete with, I
know.
And but I love that anyone takes the time to clear out the hallway when people are on, because it's the toughest room in the world, and that's not just me saying that. Like,
No, it
a
is.
lot of comics have said that
for a lot of reasons.
and they don't need the added competition of whatever's going on in the hallway.
Yeah, it's annoying
you know?
because there's times where I try to film myself in there, and then I go back and listen to it, and all I hear is the idiots in the hallway talking about God knows what.
Yeah, shit talking each other and stuff like
Everybody's
that.
talking all loud all the time. Nothing's that exciting to be talking all loud.
Yeah.
What are you
or
talking
that you
about?
have to do it there. We have a whole patio bar.
Yeah.
Just ready to go for that kind
I'm
of
cool.
thing.
I'm talking in the hallway. What is this, high school? We're like standing by the lockers with the cool kids.
Could you imagine how much worse it would be if
Get
we
out of my
actually
face.
had lockers like in Punchline?
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
All right, Mike. So another segment. Oh, we had an email come through the wire just now.
Oh, are
so,
we
Mike,
live?
No, but my email is.
The 4th of July.
I can get emails.
That's when this is going out.
Yeah, it'll be out the 4th of July.
What's great is you can re-air this on the 4th.
Today is Leap Day when we were recording this. Have you ever leaped, Mike?
Yeah, in gym. They made us when we were kids.
Were you trying to be one of the lords of leaping? Did you ever audition for that? To be
That
one
was
of the
that was the name of our gang.
to be one of the 10.
the Lords of
I
Leaping.
think
in
10
Colorado.
lords of leaping. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the big parachute in gym? Did they have that where you lived? Where it was like they would bring a parachute and each kid would like go like that, and then a kid got to run in the middle and pretend they were parachute.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That's cool. Wow, yeah. I remember that vaguely, but I do remember it.
Did they have...
That's cool.
I don't know if they would have this in Chicago. Did they have the power team come to your school?
I don't know what that
Where it
is.
was like these bodybuilding guys that talked about the power of Christ and how they could like rip a phone book in half.
That was not a,
for the Lord. It was.
That was not a thing.
It was a different time.
But Mike, yeah. So we read emails here. We have we get comments that we read. We like to hear from the people, see what they think about the podcast. And
sounds wonderful.
So yeah, we'll do. We're gonna go over some emails.
I'm surprised more podcasts don't do this.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
it's a nice touch.
Yeah, we're different here. I mean, I got the idea from Chad and JT, but whatever.
I don't know those guys.
Yeah, I don't know them either. No, they're Going Deep with Chad and JT. Ring a bell?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Anyways.
Sounds great.
You could email me here at joecodepodcast@gmail.com. Then don't forget, you could also book me on Cameo for a fun little video. And support the Patreon if you see fit at patreon.com/JoeCodePodcast.
What was one of the more fun things you've done on Cameo?
That's a good question. It was I picked the draft order for a fantasy football draft.
Oh,
that was
really?
pretty fun, yeah.
How was it? Pretty accurate?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Was it good? Were you good?
You don't
at
even
it?
know what you're talking about, man. I put all the names in a hat, and I picked their names.
I was trying to be supportive.
It was them.
It was the order in which they would draft.
Yeah.
Why don't we move on?
Listen, I don't know much about fantasy football either, but I was picking the order of the guys who pick the players.
Sure.
So not like actual like
not results.
Yeah, I wasn't picking any actual like teams or players.
Okay.
It was the guys who draft the
Well, now
players.
I feel better about it.
Yeah. All right, Mike. We're gonna do.
You never read that person's email.
No, I'm going over ones that I already read.
Oh, okay.
So this is. I want to start where we left off. And Mike, you could chime in too if you see fit, if there's something. So here's from Ben. Subject is beer, men, and golf. Joe, excellent call on the champagne of beers. Vibes through the roof. Love to see it, Ben. Yeah, here's little champagne of beers. These were guys who were going golfing, and they were asking me which beer they should drink on
Is that
the trip.
Coors?
No, Miller High Life.
Miller High Life is the champagne of beer.
Yeah, it's delicious. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Is that their slogan, or is that someone else's slogan? The champagne of beer.
No, that's the
Miller
them.
High Life slogan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice. It's a good saying.
Coors is the banquet beer.
Banquet. Yeah,
That's what it is. Yeah, that was a good call.
All right, so here is one from Craig. Hey, Joe, fried chicken kid is the email subject. I just binged every episode of the podcast, and I've been waiting to get caught up to email you, because every time you say the word chicken, I always think this must have been you as a kid, and then he sends the YouTube link. Was this you 30 years ago? Ha ha ha, just kidding. But not really, because I could easily see that being your response. Oh, something weirdly coincidental I noticed, because I listened to so many episodes in a row, is that Aaron and Gary are both allergic to shellfish. Oh, how about that, Aaron?
Yeah, it must be an engineer thing.
That's it. Just figured I'd mention it. Also, I know everyone's told you, but a latte is coffee. Oh, great.
That's what. Yeah, we're drinking it.
Yeah, well, I famously
said it wasn't.
I'll get back to you on that. Is I know it's a special type of coffee, but it's coffee. Just like deep dish pizza is a special type of pizza, but it's still pizza. Anyway, love the podcast, and thanks for all the hours of entertainment, Craig. Because so we do these brackets here where we pick like this was like a drink bracket,
right?
And we happen to pick. Coffee lost to hot chocolate in a bracket.
Okay. Yeah. I would rather drink hot chocolate, I guess.
It's chicken.
This is the fried chicken, kiddies.
I like fried chicken.
Nice.
That is accurate.
I mean, yeah, that is me. No.
That is the first Joe eats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's one from William. This is interesting.
But wait, so was on previous
There's no
podcasts,
follow-up questions. What?
Was the latte you don't
well,
like
no, because
lattes?
I was drinking lattes for a while. Like, I'm a big latte guy, and I would drink lattes on the podcast as we are
So you
today.
drink a lot of lattes?
So I drink a lot of lattes. Yeah. Okay. And then, so people are like, oh, that's coffee. How do you not pick that to not beat hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Aaron's not a coffee guy, and I don't know. I was just thinking nostalgia with hot chocolate. So whatever.
Hot chocolate, yeah, it triggers a lot of memories.
Yeah, so they won. All right, so here's one from William saying, pastrami is brisket. Ooh. Just FYI, pastrami is brisket with pastrami spices. I've never heard that.
I didn't know that.
Maybe it's cut from the same big thing.
And they just spice it up a little extra.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You know who loves
a whole different
pastrami?
color, so it's
Jack Nicholson. It's his favorite.
Really?
Like a good fatty cut of pastrami.
All right, well, good for
Some
him.
guy on a celebrity deli talked about it.
Yeah. Aaron, what were you saying?
I was saying it's such a different color
Yeah.
that you wouldn't think it's the same, but
Maybe it's really slow cooked brisket.
That's how we were talking about it for sure.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, William. For the fun fact. All right, here's one from Michael.
It goes good with mustard. Pastrami.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we know. You think we don't know that, Mike?
People might not out there.
All right.
Maybe they've never tried pastrami.
Hey, Joe, I have the best bracket for you that is so unbelievably good, it puts shame to all previous and future brackets. Basic Human Essentials bracket.
Ooh.
And then it's just 1 through 8 on the seating. Number 1 is water. The big dog makes his return. That's what he says about water. Number 2 seed is oxygen. Number 3 seed is food. Number 4 is sleep. Number 5, shelter. Number 6, clothing. Number 7, love. And number 8, nutting.
I would reverse the last two. You don't need love. You know.
You need nutting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, or you're going to go crazy. Even if you have all the food, water, and shelter in the world. If you don't nut, you're basically living like Howard Hughes at the end.
Yeah. All right, we have a couple more,
toenails.
and then we'll have Aaron read some of the comments, and then we could probably do one of our fun brackets that we like to do here, Mike.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is nice. All right, this is from Taylor, and subject is last mean in Austin. I believe he's trying to say last meal.
Oh, that makes more sense.
He wouldn't want to be the last mean
Yeah.
in Austin. Okay. What up, Joe? I'll keep this question quick. I started a diet. I need to lose weight. Not lose, but
Sure.
he needs to loosen up the
Loosen
weight.
up some weight. Yeah. Get the calories flowing.
I'm stoked on that. I know it's going to go well. I'm going to look better and fuck better. Nice.
That is true.
I'm doing one last meal of unhealthy shit. Hopefully you see this before then. Okay, well, this was 9 days ago. He sent this on February 20th. I hope you're not
He's
waiting.
starved to death if that's the case.
Any suggestions of where to go and what to get in Austin if I want to indulge one last time to really go hard?
Oh.
I'm doing a Mediterranean diet, so maybe suggest something that's very much not that as my last meal. Booze can be a part of it as well. Thanks. The second largest cock in Texas since 2021. I guess what mine was.
There was a vote?
Yeah, I think mine was the biggest one.
Oh.
Taylor, yeah, I'm not there anymore, just so you know.
So now
But I think
he might be the biggest.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to indulge and you want to go hard, I mean, I would go barbecue for sure. I mean, I always liked Terry Black's. It was a fun vibe there. You know, as you're in line, they got like the tub of beers on ice that you can grab as you're in line, thinking about what you want to get. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna indulge, you can go crazy there. All kinds of meat. You could get the bread pudding for dessert. Have you ever been there?
Terry Black's?
Well, have you been to Austin?
I've been to Austin.
Have you had the barbecue?
No, I've had barbecue, but I don't know if it was at Terry's place.
But yeah, I would go with that for sure.
I wonder if I'm related to him.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's another one.
Could be. You know.
Yeah, you must be.
I'm gonna drop by next time I'm in Austin. I'm going
show
there.
him your name and be like, "This is my cousin."
There was a diner off of 6th Street, and I don't know what it was called. But when I was there, I had chorizo and cheese fries.
Ooh.
Okay,
It was supposed to be for the table, but I ordered it for myself. I didn't get halfway.
Yeah, it was for the person.
I didn't even get halfway through this thing, and we had to leave for our flight. Also crazy of me to do, because I didn't know how big it was going to be, but it was amazing.
Also, a great Tex-Mex place I liked when I was there was called Chewy's. Very good.
I feel like chorizo, you're always like dancing with danger.
Yeah, chorizo, I'm always kind of iffy about. I'm never too
like it's a high gamble,
never quite on board.
high
with
risk,
it.
high reward.
No, yeah,
sort of
you're
food.
always anytime you go in, you go in tiptoeing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. Now, this is a fresh email that just came in. This is from Alex. And a true man meal.
Sorry.
What was that?
That's the doorbell.
Oh.
Oh, thought maybe a fairy had died or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you have to get it?
Yeah, because I'm the only one here today. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Should I still read the email?
we'll just talk amongst ourselves then.
Yeah, Aaron.
While you go.
Yeah, go
Both
for
of
it,
us
go for
are
it.
addressed
I'll
on
just
the
be
email.
right- I'll be right back.
Okay. A true man meal. Joe and Aaron, keeping with the food theme here, you're going to want to try this one. If you're looking for a hearty, wholesome, manly meal, look no further. The Yooper pastry is where it's at. That's Yooper.
Yooper.
To give a brief background, the Yooper pastry originates from the Cornish miners that migrated to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to work in the copper mines of the western UP, the place I call home. The purpose of the pastry was for miners to be able to take an easy mess-free and warm meal into the mines. But now it's an absolute powerhouse of a fucking meal enjoyed primarily by men in Upper Michigan. The essential ingredients of a pastry includes beef, potatoes, onions, and carrots wrapped in a folded and crimped pie crust with dipping sauce choices or ketchup or gravy. Joe, I know you're a vegetarian now, but when you hop back on the meat train, sounds sexual almost. Get your fucking hands on one of these. You like
Yooper?
Putting the accent on, or really emphasizing
you're driving home
the F.
the Fs.
On one of these bad boys, either when you are back in the Midwest or search for some out west. I've seen some out in Washington/Oregon, so I know they're out there. Let me know your thoughts, Alex.
Well, you know who could recommend a good place to get one? Don Barris.
Oh, yeah, because he's from Michigan. I've never heard of that. The Yooper pastry. Yeah, I mean, it sounds, I bet it's tasty. Yeah, beef, potato, onions, carrots wrapped. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to dip that in something.
Kind of sounds like an empanada.
Yeah, or like a caroli or a calzone. Or,
I don't know what a caroli is. I know what was that like a...
It's basically a calzone.
Corolla,
it's just a
Toyota Corolla.
Different name for it.
But yeah, I would... what would I would like that in like a nice... trying to picture a nice sauce to dip that in. I'm thinking like maybe like a sweet and sour sauce or
or like maybe a gravy.
Yeah, he mentioned that. Ketchup or gravy. Like what kind of gravy? Brown?
Well, probably whatever the meat is.
But Alex, yeah, good call on that. That sounds tasty. Yeah, I always love like one thing about traveling is I like tasting the cuisines of wherever I go. So I'd love to have that.
I recently had pizza rolls where someone served them with tomato sauce.
Somebody's at the door again.
Okay. And it changed I was like, there's so much better.
Oh, just dip. Yeah, a little extra sauce. Yeah, because I like that. I agree. Were they still Totino's pizza rolls? Okay.
But they
Does anyone else make pizza rolls? I think Totino's.
I think they're the best in the game.
Market.
Gino's was doing it for a while, but Totino's is the best. And I would say to anyone thinking of making them, do them in like an oven or a toaster oven. Don't do the microwave.
Oh, for sure.
They're just gross,
yes.
Comparatively.
Absolutely. All right, let's
air fryer.
Oh yeah, air fryer work as well. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. That's probably even better.
Yeah, why don't you think for a second, Mike?
Probably
before you talk.
It's probably more heart smart to do it in an air fryer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's. Mike, you're probably wondering what do the people think about this podcast? What's everyone saying?
I just
about
assume they love
Code?
it.
I don't know what's going on, but you'd be surprised. We never know. Aaron, we have not read comments in a few weeks. Let's hear from the people. Let's hear some of the YouTube comments. And also, everyone out there, make sure, subscribe, please, to the YouTube channel, Joe Code Podcast, YouTube. Subscribe it. We're almost at 1,300 subscribers. Let's get to 13,000 by tomorrow.
It's a good goal.
Thank you. Yeah. Realistic.
If each of these people would get 100 of their friends to listen.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's easy. Send an email.
All right, on the Nicky Bond episode, P. Scholes says, "This is the new studio, ? I think later on he makes a fucking derogatory remark about it as well. So I just have to say, don't watch if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you guys want to come build a studio then, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, send some stuff to make it this amazing studio you have in your head. But this place is great.
Yeah.
You're only seeing a little bit of it.
Yeah, what do you guys...
we can't show the whole thing if we'd be shot would be so wide.
Yeah, we can't show the hot tub
Yeah,
or
that's
the
true.
vintage arcade over there. Joe Namath's autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great stuff here that is just off camera.
Yeah. Mom Lem, who's a big fan of Going Deep, says Joe Code is always bringing the best conversations on food, beer, and men.
Thank you. Yes, we are.
I agree.
A guy named, or a person, I won't say guy, who goes by Butt Punisher,
Yep.
says,
It's Mike's friend.
what do we want? Hog. When do we want it? Now.
All right. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's why we're friends.
Good chant.
Because he's always coming up with chants like that.
Butt Punisher then comments again, Joe is in love with Nikki Bond, I presume.
Not in love.
She's great.
It's a deep like.
Yeah.
I mean, every time a guy talks to a woman, it's not.
Everyone, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much tension.
Yeah, what are we
here.
like? Yeah, what are we, 10
Joe
years
and
old?
Nikki
Yeah.
in a tree.
Yeah, there's so much tension. No, we're just awkward.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in my shoulders and my neck. That's where the tension is.
You could cut the sexual tension in your neck with
Yeah.
a knife. When are these two shoulders going to get together?
Yeah.
Johan T. Richards comments, with being a vegetarian, absolutely. So he's got your back on that.
Oh,
Joe.
thank you. Yeah, I need support.
Goosh31 says, Joe Code.
Nice.
Brandon Tyler does his thing. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
Brandon, thank you. Oh, by the way, quick little thing about Brandon. He was just in town, and he wanted to work out with me, which, it's not really a good move. Not a lot of people can do what I do. He came to the hiking trail with me, which, to me, I run it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of running uphill, and Brandon was winded. He was just, he couldn't believe the endurance that I have, and he just was wowed by it. And to say I blew him out of the water was, would be an understatement. But it's more of a testament to me in the shape that I'm in. So I didn't expect him to keep up with me. I wouldn't expect anybody to keep up with me except for people who are regular runners,
Professional long distance runners,
trainers, and people are not trained, but people who train a lot and regularly run. So.
Are you an Olympic hopeful this year?
Yeah. So Brandon, nice try. Good to see you. We'll try it again sometime.
That would be great merch, by the way. If a shirt that just says "nice try."
Yeah.
Impulsinator says, well, actually, pastrami is beef brisket. It was just brined before smoking.
Oh, see, now people are
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
What
learn.
Brining is that's different from pickling.
Yes. Brining's saltier.
Oh yeah, it's just rubbing salt on it,
Okay.
right?
I think so.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It's like brisket foreplay.
All right, here comes a long one. Pistol Pete 69 says, pretty cowardly of you to give up meat, Joe. Didn't take you for such a coward, but here we are. I didn't realize this was the podcast of food, beer, and feeble men.
Wow.
Once you've realized that you become an effete soft penis debutante, you'll be back chowing down on some mortadella. First, you
Nice
take
office reference there.
First, you take hot chocolate over coffee. Then you take Matt Damon over Brad Pitt. Now you've turned your back on meat. I'm not sure I can listen to this anymore. I mean, what kind of man gives up a fat porterhouse steak for some iceberg lettuce and beans? Shame on you, Joe. Shame on you.
I mean,
It's a lot.
sorry. Yeah. You're gonna listen still.
That's a pretty good dramatic reading of me. From
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was
that
good.
was.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those are. I mean, Matt Damon or Brad Pitt. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, and
In
then
context, the movies. Yeah.
I mean I'm never gonna live down the hot chocolate upset, but that's why they play the game, as I've said.
You're saying him being a vegetarian isn't masculine, but he hunts and kills all his vegetables.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Mike. Yeah. See, it's still manly.
yeah.
Cool Cat's Corner says, how will this new studio affect having multiple guests on?
That's actually a good question, Aaron.
We can have up to 4 or up to 3 guests.
Yeah, hey, how about this, guys? We add chairs.
Yeah.
Ever heard of
and
it?
zoom out.
Revolutionary.
Yeah. I see them now. There's chairs over there.
Yeah.
We could do bunk beds.
Yeah, we could stack all the chairs.
Yeah. Each guest at the end. Good night, Joe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tim Beats, TYM Beats, says, why is Joe dressed like my grandpa?
Yeah, I guess that shirt is kind of like that. I don't know.
It's a rugby shirt. I wouldn't think your grandpa's a rugby player.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily grandpa, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alejandro Puente says, the sexual tension here is making me believe in true love. That's between you and Nikki Bond, who, may I remind you, fans, is a married woman.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was sexual tension. Do me and Mike have sexual tension? Maybe.
I don't.
Probably.
It's not for me to say.
Yeah. We'll have to hear from the people.
Yeah.
Sean O'Connor, 8138, not the comedian Sean O'Connor, I assume. Great show as usual. Agree to disagree on pulled pork.
What is your stance on pulled pork?
Well, I believe I think they lost their matchup in the Great Meat Smoke-Off of 2024.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually still ongoing, but we haven't gotten a revised bracket on it.
I think I picked them, Sean, so it lives in the hearts of some of us.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I prefer pulled chicken or a good chopped beef, if we're talking like a sloppy Joe type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters.
John Specia says, episode 139 highlight, Joe, a.k.a. Josephine, continues his vegan transition. He's not vegan.
Yeah.
Wow. After confirming that, yes, Abercrombie & Fitch does in fact have a female intersex section to choose his cardigans from. Ha ha ha.
Sure got him good.
Yeah, they got me.
It's also not a cardigan that you're wearing.
Right.
It's a pullover.
Oh, yeah, that was a pullover.
Yeah. I think it looks great. Let's see. J McGowan 360 says, Joe is a longtime listener and a huge fan. Shout out to Aaron real quick. Hey, what's up?
Nice.
I miss having you on Going Deep. Oh, that's me. Yeah, I was just a guest on though. So if you listen to the sports draft, me and Mike Berlina are guests.
Yeah, I want to watch some of that. Aaron, did you have fun doing that?
Oh yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, it's hard, as I knew, but I'm the people's champ, as I still contend.
Nice.
But glad he's on JoCo, my favorite pod. I think you got to lose the headphones with guests in the new studio, or at least give the guests a pair to hear Aaron, especially on the brackets, because Aaron brings some serious wisdom to the table. Yeah, that's because Nikki chose to not wear headphones for most of the episode.
Yeah.
I'd imagine there was a hair concern with headphones for her.
I mean, I guess, but it they blended in with her hair. She has thick hair.
Thick hair, bangs. It was great.
But she probably didn't want to ruin it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Keep up the good work, guys, and thanks for the bomb podcast. He comments on his own post, says, sorry, Joe. I commented before finishing the podcast and heard your announcement. Great app, great pod, great new setup. Love what you guys do.
Yeah, I had explained that I need the headphones because otherwise I can't hear Aaron.
Yeah.
Because he's in a booth now in this new studio.
But you don't have to. I'm saying you don't have the same concern she has.
The hair? No, but I do have the concern of I hate that it sticks to me. Like you pull it off and it's like, Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Your ears have been in like this weird.
It's not like a Band-Aid.
Hothouse.
Yeah, we're constantly going to be tweaking things here at ATC, and we might get some more in-ear sort of things.
No, I actually prefer these to like buds.
Okay, yeah, it's just a matter of choice.
There should be though fashion-forward headphones for the ladies.
Yeah.
Considering most of this is on camera,
it's not your fault. But there should be.
We don't really need studio quality headphones out there on camera. So.
Yeah.
According to some of these guys, you do. They're very upset about the studio.
That's true.
They want diamond encrusted headphones.
Yeah.
Sky Guy 2000 says happy 69th birthday to Joe's dad. Hope your day was filled with good coffee.
Oh, that's cool.
And not any freaking hot chocolate.
Yeah, happy birthday to your pop.
Yeah, he
that's
turned
awesome.
69 last week.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, so he says hope your day was filled with good coffee and not any freaking hot chocolate.
I bet it was.
Probably.
Yeah.
Slippery Wet Wang says need an episode about Chad and the Schmoll. Would be legendary.
Yeah, those two together would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Zach Carhinen says happy birthday, Joe's dad. Great pod as always. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Jack 8732 says, very much a Blues Clues vibe with that sweater, Joe. Much love, though.
A little bit, yeah. I did. I think my friend Brian also said that.
That's funny.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you see that guy's recent like Blues Clues update video where he's like, it's been like 20 years since we talked or whatever?
No.
It's on everything. All the stuff is pretty cool.
He says, much love, though. What up, Aaron? Sky God 2000 says, Joe, have you ever tried Hell of a Good Dip? Holy shit, it's good.
No.
I assume that's a brand.
I mean, with that name, I would imagine it's good.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for that.
I wonder what kind of dip it is.
Yeah.
Probably spicy. You'd hate it.
No.
Now, here's a comment 3 days ago on an episode 125, so it's, almost 6 months ago. The episode came out. He says, sorry, switched to a different episode once tech lost to a random extra in a sketch.
Yes.
Do better, boys. I don't...
Was that I was trying to think about that. Is that when we were talking about famous, that might have been the famous Aaron's bracket, because wasn't Tech 9, isn't his name Aaron? Is that what that was from?
Yeah, but why is he talking about a sketch? I don't...
Oh, because I think we took A.A. Ron from Key and Peele. I think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's your prerogative, buddy. That's how we feel.
Hey, there's going to be some tough choices made here.
Yeah, it was my call. It's my goddamn name. Let's see. All right, it's last week's episode with Ariana. Jack says, Joe and Aaron, who's your favorite main character in Seinfeld, and who's your favorite side character?
Good question. Favorite side character, let's do that first. I am gonna say I'll say Frank Costanza.
Yeah.
And then favorite main character, I mean, I really like all of them in different ways. But I guess just because I feel like he did like the most acting, and like that wasn't even really him, so he had to, but it seemed like it was like, I guess I'll have to go Kramer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I would say for me, probably George edges him out just a
Yeah, I mean,
little bit.
it's all close.
Yeah, and each one is like giving strength to the other ones.
Yeah, that's why.
much.
Yeah, I like all of them in their own way.
You know,
and it's just.
I will say honestly, Seinfeld himself is my least favorite.
Yeah, because he's him.
Not much of it. Like he can't keep a straight face
Yeah.
whenever anyone else is.
Yeah, I
being
mean,
funny
I'd say George or Kramer, because I feel like they had to really.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of heavy lifting on that show.
Well, yeah, and then that was more. They had to do like more acting, because those characters were neither of those guys' real personalities, so they had to really.
And I thought Wayne Knight was really good on that show.
I was thinking Newman as well.
I don't know if he counts in that main core.
No, side character, would that be your favorite?
No,
Newman?
I think I'm with you with Costanza's dad.
Frank, yeah.
Jerry Stiller. Man, he just knocked that part out of the park every time.
I mean, I would say both of them, Frank and Estelle.
The Festivus episode alone is just like, it's probably in my top 3 TV episodes of a sitcom of all time.
It's just
the airing of grievances.
Yeah, it's genius.
He was just so good. I love any time where you can tell that the people making the show know the talent that they've got, and write something amazing for them, and then they just kill it.
Sure. Yeah. Aaron, what would you say to those questions?
I would say George, like you said. When you said guy not playing himself, I thought you said George, because he's really acting his ass off. Yeah. And I've actually played George in a college production of an episode, and it's like, it's really hard. Like he's really doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
When I'm so much more of a Jerry in real life. And I like Putty.
Yeah. He's a great character.
Man of few words, but very funny.
Yeah.
Very deadpan every time.
Yeah, he had a real unique delivery style that I thought was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that always adds so much when someone brings a real unique voice to it. I love that.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, Brandon Tyler did his thing to the episode.
Thanks,
Thank
Brandon.
you very much. Mom Lem says, Joe and Ariana have great chemistry together. I would like to see her on podcast more. Happy 69th, Mr. Marrese. Hope you had a wonderful birthday.
Thank you.
Let's see. Sky Guy 2000 says, Aaron, I thought you did a great job on the sports draft. The People's Champ. Damn right.
Yeah, way to go, Aaron.
Yeah, I did not win, but I am definitely the People's Champ. P. Scholes, did they move you into a closet, Joe? This is him commenting. This new place looks like a downgrade from the previous studio.
I mean, guys, you'll get used to it. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
This table is some of the finest Formica offered in Southern
Yeah.
California.
Or if you don't want to listen to it, you guys know it's on audio also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to watch.
Ever heard of Spotify?
We'll be tweaking. There's constant tweaking is going to happen. There's going to be some more painting going on. We're 3 weeks in. We're learning and we're growing. Hopefully.
Yeah.
James Hayden says, "Okay, now kiss."
Who?
You and Ariana.
Shut up.
Yeah, she's like a child.
Yeah.
Eddie C818 says, "Great show and guest."
Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate
Slippery Wet Wang says, "Joe, what would your career be if you weren't at the store or doing comedy? Lawyer?" And then he comments again, "Come on, just drop the freaking charges."
Aaron, thanks for doing my voice there. You know what? I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, that's part of the reason I'm in comedy, because there was nothing for me out there in the world that I could really see myself doing long term other than this. That's why I dedicated my life to it.
I would like to meet your high school guidance counselor that filled your head full of that nonsense.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, my dad wasted a lot of money on Catholic school. Hey, guess what? Not my problem. I mean, I just didn't, there was not, like, once I got to college, it was like, I don't know, what the hell?
Yeah, that's how most people...
I mean, what am I going to go into finance? I don't give a shit.
Let me ask you this. What if you had joined the circus instead of the Comedy Store? What would you have done in the circus?
I would have been the elephant
Trainer.
I don't.
I don't. I hate to break it to you.
I mean, I don't want to do.
No matter how much schooling you do, you can't be.
I don't want to do trapeze.
Well, now I desperately want you to do trapeze.
What would you be?
Just because of your.
What would you be? The clown?
Wow, that really hurts. I would be.
No.
I would be the driver of the clown car. I would be the most important clown.
Yeah.
Head clown, if that's a thing. That's the job I'm going for.
Nice. A job that would be cool would be, like, one of my best friends is a chef. Like, I like
for
that.
The circus.
No, I mean, just I'm just going back to careers,
just general career.
That would be fun.
I would love to see a circus chef.
Professional golfer.
Yeah,
would be fun.
There's still time. You could do that.
No, golf is impossible. Have you ever played it?
I played mini golf. It's the same thing.
There's like 3 people good at golf in the world.
You could be one of those. I believe in you.
All right, we got a couple comments left.
Yeah.
Back on the Nikki Bond episode, Cinema Escape Review says Blues Clues shirt, LOL.
Yeah.
Great job.
I like that people think there's sexual tension while you're wearing Blues Clues clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot to overcome. More than the marriage, even, I think.
I'm going to put this down because now it looks like story time.
Okay, John Specious says Joe flexing his doorman's job is like the head janitor calling out the fresh cakes he's placed in the men's urinals. Not cool. Ha ha. By the way, I'm watching you now on my new 75-inch Sony Smart TV for being Employee of the Year at my job.
Yeah. So.
Hey, man, F you. 75-inch, what do you... You don't need that.
That's huge.
Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him?
No, well, congrats on the TV. I'm sure you deserved it, as I did. But I don't need the TV. It was never about that.
And then finally, we get a real rat bastard.
Oh, yeah.
At Acer Go 8HK, great original name. ATC losing money with this podcast. I'm deleting you. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, thanks, Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he the accountant for you guys?
I'm losing money. The head of all things comedy. Is
I hope
like,
you guys are not losing money on this.
No. I'm still out to $5,000.
Mike's
I gotta talk to the firework guy.
Mike's losing money. He drove here. He's not getting compensated.
No.
And he's going to have to pay for his own gas getting back.
And my wardrobe. Fireworks guy, the pie eating people.
Yeah.
I had a whole thing set
I don't know
up.
why you had this whole budget for this, and now it's...
I'll send you the emails, and I'm going to send you the receipts, too, because I'd like to be reimbursed for all of this.
All right. Well, you could email joecodepodcast@gmail.com, and we'll read the email on the pod, and then,
Sounds good.
and then we'll ignore it.
I'll have an itemized invoice for you.
So, let's see.
We're running a little low on time.
We're running low on time.
We do have a this is great to get.
I can do it.
Why did
This
you
is
pan in on
great.
me?
And then
We're running low on time.
Sorry, I looked down.
All right, let's do This Is Great, and then we'll see if we have time for something quick after that. So This Is Great for this week is, as a guy who's gotten mostly into an alkaline diet, that sounds way cooler than vegetarian. So start getting that
What
through
does
your
that
head.
mean?
He eats only batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, not Energizer, alkaline only. So, This Is Great for this week is mangoes. Mangoes is a fantastic fruit that I've actually often overlooked in my life. As I've spoken in the past about, we mentioned pastrami earlier. I feel like pastrami is a forgotten meat. Like it kind of gets left out of the conversation when it should be right up there. I feel the same in the fruit world with mangoes. Mangoes are delicious.
They really are.
They really are. They're fantastic. I eat a lot of the dried mangoes. I like those in the bag, and you put them in the refrigerator. Amazing.
Have you ever
great
gotten
health
one
benefits
from like a fruit stand? Where the guy chops it up and he puts like that spicy stuff. Oh,
yeah, amazing.
So good.
And actually, Seinfeld, great episode about the mangoes.
Right, yeah.
Which can make you sexually aroused even. I remember they were doing that.
For your next episode with Nikki.
Shut up. What are you, a commenter?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to quick run down the notes here. Oh, yeah, we did talk about being... you've done acting, right?
I have.
Are we both? We are both stars of stage and computer.
Right, yeah. That's
Of YouTube.
I have, yeah. I've been like doing at least community theater since I was a little kid.
I will be approving the snacks.
Right.
Let's see. Doorbell. Bus driver. Fat Halloween guy. Mike is one of the people. The road jack. Oh, yeah, I could say this. So I get a lot. Oh, yeah. First, I want to shout out an old friend of mine who came to the Comedy Store this week. It was so funny because she showed up unannounced. Or like family friends from back home.
Oh, cool.
And she was there this week. Yeah, I had no idea she was coming by. And then she was talking to her dad on the phone saying she was with me, and I kind of like showed her around and, you know, got her into all the shows. And
Did she get to watch you perform?
No, I was just working that night. And then her dad goes, "Oh, you're with Marrese. Give him." Her dad told her, "Give him all the cash you have on you." like I'm the Don or something, you know, like
that's one way of reading it.
I like
another way is Joe's in a rough place. Give him all the cash you have.
I'm not in a rough place. Yeah, there's many ways you could take it.
Yeah.
And
you chose the high road.
And I'm like, no. And then she's like, yeah, I have to honor my father. I'm giving it to you. It was $45.
Yeah, $45 is what you give someone who's in a rough place.
Yeah.
A Don, you would give like 100.
No, but I think it was like, hey, he's taking care of you. He's showing you the Comedy Store. You know, he's getting you into the shows, and So
It's probably all he's got.
give him a.
So let's give him
so-
whatever cash you have on you for
So Natalie, good to see you.
God's sake.
Give me the cash. That's what I wanted. I want that treatment from all of my back home friends. When I see you, give me the cash.
Whatever cash you've got on
Yeah.
you.
I don't care if it's $7. I don't care if it's just change. I'll take pennies. They're still valuable. Pennies,
In a way.
nickels, dimes, quarters, silver dollars. Okay.
So stop by the ATM before you
Yeah.
come to visit Joe.
And then, sorry, Mike, we didn't have time for a bracket, but we had a lot of notes.
What were we gonna bracket?
I don't know. Like there was different stuff, like best things ever bracket.
Yeah.
There was like a men bracket, which involved actors, athletes.
Well, it sounds like it would have been fun.
Yeah, well, the rest of this was fun. I mean, it's good to do different things with these different episodes. I don't want to have the same format every time.
I get it.
And then, here, one last thing we got to talk about is, do you get food delivery?
During the pandemic, a lot of food delivery.
Not now?
No.
Oh, yeah, you have a car.
And I
don't
would
have a
yell
car.
through the door.
Stop
Just leave it there.
Okay, so Mike bragging that he has a car. I don't drive. I'm a full-time pedestrian, but guess what? I do drive in my dreams.
What do you drive in your dreams?
I don't know.
You don't know what
Just
you're
a
driving?
car.
It's not like the Knight
I
Rider.
don't see the
car
outside of it. I'm just already in the car.
But they have cool cockpits.
Okay,
like-
one dream. It was
DeLorean?
my old car, which was a Prius C, very fashionable.
In your dreams, you're driving a Prius?
Yeah, it was my old car, Prius C. It's the
Dream
compact
bigger.
version.
For God's sake.
I was looking for an open taco spot.
These are your dreams?
Yeah. You know when you're hungry?
I do know when
I
I'm
have
hungry.
dreams of getting food. Whatever.
Do you dream of like doing your laundry and stuff? Like what?
Yeah, I don't
Your
know.
dreams suck.
I don't care. Whatever. You never dreamt at. Have you
dream
ever
of
been to a
doing-
food place in your dreams?
Yeah, but it's like a
Yeah, of course, yeah.
fantastical, magical place. It's not like Del Taco.
Well, whatever. I had a dream when I became vegetarian. I was at Wendy's at an airport. I don't know which one.
I love that your mind is fighting you on
Yeah.
being a vegetarian.
And I'm like, oh, I can't eat anything here. And then I went next door to Taco Bell, where a giant took my order. I don't know, some guy like way high. And I just ordered like a cheese quesadilla and the spicy potato soft tacos.
I like that the only fantastical part of this is that a giant took your order.
Yeah, it was
Like,
cool.
the rest of it is very
And
sad.
it's not sad. What's sad about it?
that even in your dreams you can't eat what you want,
Shut up.
and that you drove there in an economy car.
No, but I did have a dream recently that I did slip up and eat something meat, but
What did you eat?
nothing happened. I think it was somebody tricked me saying it was a veggie burger, but it was actually meat. I don't know. Who cares?
Was it the giant?
Yeah.
That tricky giant.
No, but I wanted to say these delivery drivers, they've been going because LA, a lot of buildings have alleys behind. The stupid Uber Eats navigation keeps directing them to go behind the building. And I'm like, no, I'm not meeting you in the alley. This isn't
Right,
this
yeah.
isn't a drug deal.
This isn't safe for either of us.
Come to the front of the building. That's clearly where I am. So I'm going to start leaving a note when I
That's
order
smart.
the food.
Because you don't want them getting robbed.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want.
I'm just going to have the note just say, hey, hello, dumbass. Please.
Strong start.
Yeah, I know that the navigation is taking you to the alley, but use your fricking brain and come to the main entrance, where I will meet you outside. Thanks a lot, dipshit. You think that'll get them?
I think you're going to have a very special meal if you do that.
Yeah. Well,
Prepared
whatever.
with-
Stop going to the alley. I'm in the front.
You're gonna have extra ingredients.
All right, I'm not meeting
on
you in
pretty
the
much
alley.
everything that you eat.
Yeah, I'm in the alley down the sewer. I'm freaking Leonardo getting the pizza like the Ninja Turtles.
I'm the one holding the straight razor.
Yeah.
In the alleyway.
Gosh. All right, are we out of time?
Yeah, we gotta
I believe so. Mike Black, it was a joy.
It's
Great to have
It's
you.
always fun seeing you at the store. It's
Yeah,
always
you
fun
too, man.
eating with you and talking with you.
Absolutely. Great riffing with you.
Yeah.
You're always a good guy to have around and chat with. And that's why you're on the freaking podcast
Hell
today,
yeah.
man.
I feel good about
We
it.
could follow you. What is your Instagram? Mike Black is
Mike Black is back, all one word.
Mike Black is back. Follow him on Instagram for funny content. And yeah, go see Mike at the Comedy Store. He's there. And I don't forget, everyone, come see the Door Guy show in the Belly Room
Yeah.
every other Friday at 10:30 p.m. Check the Comedy Store website for show dates, which in March are March 8th and March 22nd. You will see me there performing. Especially the 22nd. The 8th, I don't think I'm on, but come on out anyways and support our ass.
I will say the Door Guys right now are some of the most talented bunch we've had in a long time.
Thank you.
So it's worth going.
Yeah.
Definitely go if you can.
Appreciate that. All right, Mike Black, thanks a lot. Fun times. I hope you had fun.
I did.
All right. Thank you, everyone out there. We'll see you next time. This is Joe Code. I'm Joe Marrese.
Happy 4th, everybody.